Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the Grand Circus. I'm Bajongles. If you like my stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me over on Twitch at Bajongles1, where I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow there. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on my socials, both at Big1 username Bajongles on Bluesky and Tumblr. Much appreciated. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program. We have to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. That's right. We have to go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. But yeah, no, how is everybody? I'm doing pretty good. Let me lower my volume thing just by a little bit, actually. Uh, there we go. Actually, a little bit more, maybe. How is this? Hello, hello, hello. I sound marvelous, as always. Uh, man, it's Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stream for more than 3 hours today because I have to go to Thanksgiving. So let's make the most out of it while I get the Outer Wilds music. Bam. There we go. Splendid. And now it's our time. I made a little bit of progress on this beforehand because I realized I didn't exactly get as far as I thought I did. Okay, where is the right layer for this? It's this layer. Introducing the silly. It's him, Your Honor. He's the silly. He's only... Yeah, he's the king of only. He's groovy and never gloomy. You can't get this from an egg. Okay, this does change the color enough to be significant. Just so that I can get a little bit extra depth from this. Steve, le poisson Steve. Poisson Steve, il est orange. Il a des bras et des jambes. Le poisson Steve. By the way, I saw somebody made Poisson Steve as like a castle crasher. Like a little castle crasher dude, and that makes me so happy. Right, there we go. Get this color. My goodness, it is beautiful. It's another Boonta Eve classic, folks. Been a bit since I've noticed Dicey on like in chat. I hope he's doing okay. I could probably ask him. It's not like he hasn't been relatively active on the Discord. By the way, if you want to get in on that, !Discord can get you there. And on Mondays, I do multiplayer Mondays. Da, da, da. Some of this seems like it has less depth than it will later on, simply because a lot of these things, a lot of the stuff will be different colors by the end of this. Oh. Oh joy, oh joy, oh joyest of joy. Okay, there we go. I think that is good. Layer. Ah. That wasn't actually exactly the right color either. Ah. Well. You know what they say about harm and foul? No harm, no foul. Fellow Americans, oopsie daisies. I didn't mean to. Whoops. Yeah, that would be a great thing to hear from a president. My fellow Americans, I have pulls out the ukulele. I've made a severe and continual lapse in judgment. The enemy spotted, getting colored in. Here we are. It's something I like about the way I do things with this is it just sort of inherently creates depth. Like I don't actually have to put all that much effort in comparatively into like making things look dynamic and cool. And because of the layers around it, you can see there's a hint of change in everything. Okay, yeah, that's the same. Alright, there we go. So this one here, this right here, this right here, right, is the sea urchin purple. Which is great. It's awesome. It's perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know, it's a good purple. And even just doing stuff like this adds an infinite amount of uh an interesting contrast to the scene. Have I put any other urchins in this scene? No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, how many sea stars? Okay, I'm gonna make you purple, I think. This purple's really not showing up a whole lot. It is right next to a green. Fun fact. I'm gonna make you a more yellowy, or like add a little bit more yellow to this orange, actually, so that I can have this be distinct and also use it for Steve le poisson Steve. Poisson Steve, il est orange. And then make you that orange as well, I think. Having the warm tones like the reds and the oranges and such kind of be washed out like this is actually very realistic to how water works in terms of color. Like eventually like, you know, the reds, your yellows, like those get washed out, which, and then like green gets washed out, and then all that's left is like the ocean blue once you get deep enough. And so this is why a fair few like sea animals are actually warm tones, is because it gets washed out by the ocean color. Would you rather be washed out or washed up? I tell you what, boy. Alright. This is a very, very pretty color. Oh my god. I just remembered. I just remembered. Let me open my screenshot. So last night I was doing a draw pile with some friends. Let me go to there just so that it's above everything. And so this is a collaborative effort. This is a collaborative effort between a friend of mine and I. It is truly awful. It is truly awful. The Alan Smiling Friends versus the Homer Simpsons. Also, don't mind these little guys down here. They are teething. Okay, this is all on that layer, but this layer is blank. This layer I have left blank because I'm silly. Because not every art piece has needed this layer, but some have. Which means I have an entire layer to do stuff with. I have an idea because I want like the tealier colors to sort of pick up a little more. Not that much. And then 63. There we go. And like darker darks, lighter lights, you know, as it goes. Oh, this song that's playing right now feels like something that would play like as somebody's drifting in the middle of the ocean, like abyss above, abyss below, you know, as it is. Sort of in a way that feels a lot like space. But like I could definitely see somebody like scuba diving to music like this. Another one of you. A wonder of you. Say the line, Clam Jack. Man, is it clammy in here or what? I've been replaying Rayman, and I've gotten to the third world now, Gourmandland. There is no way the French devs wanted it to be pronounced Gourmandland. Oh wow, these French developers from Montpellier, you know, they thought, you know what would be funny? Have it be Gourmandland. Montpellier. Technically speaking, some of these should be like darker colored. I'm not doing that. This feels better to me. Welcome. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. I think SpongeBob should bring back its, like, ocean theming. It doesn't really have that anymore. I don't know, newer SpongeBob doesn't feel oceany. Oceany. Take me by the Wii. Welcome. Welcome to the Slingshot Channel. Oh, this guy's up. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck it up, man. Let me get a good grey color from them. They're fucking wrinkly like old men. They look like old men who would agree with Brexit. I think we should leave Europe. I think we need to fly into space and torture a giant space whale. For those who don't know, Doctor Who reference. Oh boy, the color. The wolf eel is made up of very pretty colors, I feel. Oh my god. Hey, let me. Alright, there we go on that front. You are so fucking wrinkly. Look at you. A wrinkly ass boy. Behold my wrinkly son. My wrinkly son is very large. Of course, this will be changed a bit in the final product to be yet another one of my funny guys. You know, the funny costume guys. Not even final product. It'll be changed before the final product because like we're gonna have to work on the actual assets and shit. But like obviously, but you know, it'll get there. I believe. Hey Gremlin, I'm gonna disown you. Ah, wow, shit. I can't believe I've been disowned again. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your family, dishonor on your sea cow, dishonor on your eel, dishonor on your kelp. Can I kelp you? Also, I apologize. I will have to end by 3. On my left big toe, I need that. I'll be in Often by 3 because I'm going to Thanksgiving dinner. And it is a bit of a drive away. Which tree? The pine? Uh yeah, actually no, it's a Douglas fir. Or was it a red cedar? I forget. I forget. Also, dishonor on you and dishonor on your cow. You know, the stellar sea cow is extinct, but not the gremlin sea cow. Yet. Also, behold my son, and behold my other son. Ah, that's fair. Dishonor on your egg. I morph into a seal. No, not dishonor my sons. One of them's French. Isn't that dishonor enough? Oh, the clown egg. Oh, of course, the clown egg. Let me just... Wrong one. Where the fuck is it? Okay, I see holiday. Did I get rid of holiday decorations front? God damn it. Dishonor on you for for the fucking French. Yeah, he's my son, Steve Le Poisson. Yeah, the Easter decorations, it has the clown egg. Okay, now you've gone too far. You've gone too far. Oh God, I don't know if you were here for this, but a bit ago I showed my favorite bit of a draw pile that I was doing with a friend. Let me well, one, save this, but I did that on accident, mind you. We've my friends and I did something truly awful. Also, don't mind the tiny little homers teething on Alan's smiling friends. It's fine. It's fine. Also, don't mind the Homer worm. You are infected already by the Homer worm, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The almighty Homer Basilisk a worm. The Homer Basilisk is an entirely different creature. I know it's confusing because they have a similar parasitic life cycle. Uh, a common misconception. Burp, 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 burp. Homer's like, oh, you didn't like my version of the Iliad and Odyssey? Well, fuck you, Basilisk, go! Is Homer's Basilisk? I feel like they would have had to do a Simpsons episode about like the Iliad and Odyssey, right? Like they had to have. It's like that's a very obvious joke about Homer. Homer's Odyssey. Homer's Iliad. Some other works he's done, I think, maybe. If you didn't draw the lines with this style, you could still bullshit. Verily. Forsooth. Erase that because that's where the arm goes. That's right, it goes in the armhole. And I was talking a bit earlier about Rayman, and then I cut myself off for some reason. I don't remember why I cut myself off. But that reminds me, I also have Team Fortress 2 re-downloaded. As I don't know, it's been a hot minute. I figured I'd give it a go. I want to play more Pyro, but nobody else plays Medic, it feels like. And so I'm like, well, our team needs a medic, and then I play medic, and then we win because we're the only team with a fucking medic. But like, I really want to learn how to play Pyro. I want the I want the flamethrower that does like the fireballs, right? Like the what was it, Dragon's Fury? Is like that. The idea of that feels better to me than like just straight up WM1 Pyro, even though that is a valid playstyle, I am aware. And it takes slightly more thought than people give it credit for, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. But I want to be a wizard. I don't care how big this room is, I cast Fireball. And then suddenly a spy's dead. But like, no, I have to have a sense of duty to fill out my team roster with a class I actually know how to play when there's no others available. Like, man, I really want to learn the Scorch Shot. I really also want to learn Detonator so that I can do the funny jumps. That's cool as hell. But yeah, no, with Rayman, I'm like going through the game again so that I can get proper like knowledge about exactly what I want for this game, because it is objectively very inspired by Rayman. And There's a lot of art style stuff that I didn't notice when I was playing it as a kid, because I was playing it on the Nintendo Wii. And so there was a lot of detail that I just didn't notice until like this time playing it. I've also played it on the Xbox 360, but even then, like there's some details that I'm seeing like when playing on my computer that I don't like I never noticed. Like in World 2, like the Desert of Didgeridoos, all the bird enemies with like the like almond-shaped eyes, I thought those were sunglasses. But no, those are just their eyes. And that is very interesting to me, because that completely changes the vibe of everything for me. Well, it's like the very basic, like, uh, the very basic enemies that are basically like black balls with bat wings and like a single eye. I never noticed. Let me get a good thing for this. Their mouths go like this. This is completely from memory from this morning. They're basically like this, and then if you approach them, like they get you. They get you with their spikes, and it's kind of annoying when you barely miss the hitbox, but it looks like you're going over anyways. But like until this time, like I never noticed that their mouths were like that. I never even like really noticed their mouths before. And like the art style of the backgrounds in the game, like looking at them at full fidelity, are beautifully painted. And like they use the same like hard round brush that like Team Cherry uses for like their Hollow Knight games. And so like it's giving very similar vibes to that, and that it's gorgeous. And like the way that the assets play with like light and dark contrast is really interesting. I was looking at like some of the platforms that like you jump on. And it's fascinating, and the way they do gold and like just metals in general is very pretty. It's definitely something I kind of want to emulate a bit, while still keeping like, you know, this sort of a vibrant color scheme that I'm going for. Maybe even like accentuating the color schemes even more. Like what's fascinating with like my art style is I can see the little parts of it that have been inspired by the Rayman games. You know, like Origins and Legends. And that's another game I need to play again for art inspiration, because the art direction is similar but distinct. Because like Legends feels a bit more like a storybook. In like the way the assets are built and like the shading is done and the textures. Like, how do I put this? Rayman Origins, everything is using the same hard round brush, regardless of like how painted it looks or like how flat and cel shaded it looks. But with Legends, it looks like a variety of brushes were used. Plus, like being a massive increase of usage in 3D models. Which, like, some of those models are very good. Some of them definitely needed a lot more work. Ba 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 da da ba da ba da 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 wah wah ba da da wah ba da 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 da. Like I could also pull a bit from Hollow Knight for some of this stuff, but I want to save that for another game. Mm. Another game that I want to have be like sort of the sequel to this, the one where it's more of a Metroidvania. But that's something that'll have to come later. And of course, there's also the the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney inspired clown lawyer game, which I also want to do. But that's gonna take a bit because that's gonna take a bit more like writing. I just got a really interesting idea for that one like area like after this that I wanted to do where it was the let me get the image. Here it is. Like the one where like the place is absolutely overrun by urchins. Like it would be really cool to have like a sort of chase sequence level. Uh there where like you're being chased by like a creature. Maybe some sort of shark or something. And then like that and then like being chased by that and going is how you end up in Clownlantis. And then like those levels happen. And then like that'd be fucking cool. That'd be so fucking cool. This is my best friend. Look at him. He is also my son, but he's adopted. Alright, where's the thing? Oh, it's also this one. Okay. That's an interesting thing that I've just done. I put that all on the same layer that I put my goobers. My little goober. Come here, I guess you are my little PogChamp. I guess you are my little PogChamp. Okay, get rid of those, but then keep this very faint line right here, and then boom. Bob's your uncle. What do you mean your uncle's name isn't Bob? It is now. Look at the legal papers. Oh, you don't have an uncle? Well, congratulations. Congratulations, I've given you an uncle. It'll come in the mail in 3 to 5 business days. It'll do what in the mail? You're telling me my you're telling me a package came in the mail? Absolutely insane and unheard of. You should be put to death immediately. Guards, rip him in twain. Rip him in Mark Twain. Keep you. Alright, there we go. And before I fix a mistake I found over here that I just means I've forgotten something. I will put in your funny red nose, my friend. There we go. Very good. Very good. I'm sorry. Actually gonna get that erased. I don't like you. Goodbye. You'll be sorry. Very bad. Don't worry, the characteristic white belly will return after these important orders. Again, will probably be turned into one of my funny guys. Hold on, I actually have an image of an otter. Splendid. Let me look at it again. All right. Purely for reference purposes, of course. There we go. Author time. Time for author. When he. When he. When he. When he. Is there anything I'm missing? Ah. Shark in the background. Or I could keep it uncolored like this and it can be a fun little guy. Big stretch. All right, there we go. There we van go. Behold. Before we continue, I will be taking a screenshot of this and putting this immediately into StreamArt. I am very proud of this. I am so deeply, deeply proud of this. Look at him, look at my group of sons. One day they will go to New York City. There we go. This is probably like the most visually busy image I've done so far for this. Well, I mean, this is also pretty visually busy. Oh my god, how did I manage? This is beautiful. That's the sound he's making. That is the sound he is making. Get rid of you. Or not get rid of. Hey, make you invisible. Grab you with my big, powerful hands. and stretch you and your skin. Go about there. No. A tiny bit further. This does matter in my brain. Stretch you again. What shark should I inspire? Sharks of Oregon. Basking shark is very funny. Great white is the usual suspect. Shortfin mako, salmon is also not bad. Thresher shark is kind of funny. A blunt nose 6 gill shark, blunt nose 7 gill shark. Blue shark is also silly. I really. This is the most Zach Haddles, like, Psychic Pebbles design ass, like, creature I've ever seen. I love the basking shark so much. Yeah, the white shark is just generally not a bad option. But it's also not the most visually interesting because everybody uses it for stuff. I might go Mako Shark. Well, first of all, having this symbolizes, in a literal sense, that the world is trending downwards in elevation. That the darkest part of the journey is at hand. Urchin, big urchin. Littler urchin. Urchin. Urchin, another urchin. Urchin. Small urchin. Urchin here. These urchins are in the foreground. God, this would be eternally funny if the hold on. There we go. That's the kind of bullshit I'm talking about. How do your fins look, my friend? Okay, you're actually very interesting. And just for fun flair, boop. Urchin, 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 urchin. Drawing urchins on the ceiling and the floor. They are everywhere and they can. That they can be. Oh, urchin. Urchin time, it's urchin time. What do you say, Nalar? I definitely I have a feeling that I want to have like another fish of some kind be an obstacle. You do it do it do it do you do it do you do it do you do it do. But yeah, like I'm not sure what fish that should be. I just got a Discord notification. That is a very fun thing. No, I will not specify. I fucking love these guys. I love these little urchin guys. They are horrible for the ecosystem. You do, you do. That's your body. Hungry comes from your body. Get off me. You do, do, do. If you eat that, your teeth will turn gray. That's your body. Yeah, do, 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 do. Yeah, da, 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 da. The most evil criatura. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I want a background mound. Imagine these are all urchins. The little tiny fuck ass urchins. Yata do data. Man, it's insane. You know, Victorian England is wild. These things used to be on land and in the streets. That is a horrible joke about street urchins. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. Ya da. Alright, there we go. As long as I understand, we're fine. There we go. Because then I can build it up for later. My goal for this isn't necessarily to like finish this today. It's to make it progress. Two more art pieces and then we're going to actual fucking stuff. Like deeper into the concept art because now I know what I want to do for this first chapter / world of this. The concept the like actual full concept art is not working on full assets. That'll come after or like, you know, during the process of development. I was like, why is it getting cold? My window's open. My window is open. I cannot believe. I simply cannot believe it's not butter. The fuck is wrong with you? Also, that was the wrong layer, so get killed by my guards. And there we go. Guards, whip his nay-nay. You know what? You know what I could do? You know what I could do? I'll tell you what I can do. You know who I am? The Doctor of Poop, that's who. This pen. All that long night, sweetie bitty bum. The penis is mightier than the sword. You know, sometimes I just say things. Like, I don't take it back. Behold. I hope that skipping to this step was a good move. These urchins are Urple. They're fucking Urple, my guy. And they're fucking crazy. Look at them. They'll fucking get you. Beep, 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 beep. Look at him, look at my son. That's my boy. Looking at my son will kill you instantly. I'm kind of glad I chose urchins as, like, the big problem. Not the big problem, but, like, you know, the big environmental issue in the levels. You know, they're the primary spikes. Man, because, like, they're easy enough to draw that, like, I could just draw them over and over. And they're also interesting enough to draw that, like, I'm not really getting bored. This guy's unique because he's silly. They're fucking crazy, man. They'll get you. Alright, I'm gonna do this line, and then I'm gonna erase as I go. So that I can have these guys, and then they can sort of move and shift around. Oh, but first, but first, my friends, I apologize. It's time for me to be actually, let me specify. I will return. I'm getting myself. Well, it's afternoon, but I'm breaking my fast. Don't you dare fall on me, my friend. You cannot fall on me this day. But yeah, no. I will return shortly. Probably with a sandwich or something. Sit back, relax, enjoy the music. Maybe get up, get your own food. Obtain your own sustenance. Stretch your legs, what have you. I will return. I have returned. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get this off the screen. How did the delay happen so bad? And me not noticing. There we go. Alright, hello! Let me get my other headphones on. Splendid. There we go. Hmm. A simple ham and cheese. Delectable. Something I realized, there's just like no doi, but I just never really thought of it. Is that I'm gonna have to like learn how to program swimming physics. Not swimming physics, but like a swimming movement. Like I'm gonna have to program like, oh, you do this movement, within this, and then you don't within this. Like that's gonna be fun to learn. Once we get there, it'll certainly be a fun learning journey. I moved it up to there. There we go. Look how gross and muddy that water is. My God. Healthy? Healthy? Kind of healthy? Dying. Sandwich. Yeah, no, I've like I said earlier, I noticed this is all the same brush. Also, sandwich has been eaten. I can now continue. Behold my power. My body is an engine that turns sandwiches into eaten sandwiches. Don't buffer on me like that. I desperately need you to not buffer, my friend. Okay, are we good? The answer is no. Okay. Oh, oh, come on. As soon as I speak, you start buffering again. God damn. Stop buffering. I need you. Alright. I completely closed and reopened Twitch on my phone. Let's see how we are. Fuck. The sound of the buffering makes me want to rip my ears out, which is why I'm so upset about it happening. If it was just about the delay, then I wouldn't mind all that much. But when it buffers, it makes a horrible weird noise. Yeah, like that. Literally exactly like that. You guys aren't hearing it, hopefully, but I am. Ah. God, my neurodivergency is showing. I can't handle the noise. It's stimulating me in a very bad way. Stop. Please. You want fucking volume off. Okay. At this point, if it buffers, it doesn't matter, because I, can no longer hear myself. That is good for me. That is a massive sensory issue. I need Twitch to not do that. Alright, there we go. There is one urchin. And now we can continue on another urchin. Alright, here we go. In regards to this, it is good. And as I erase the things that are behind, you can see the world come into place. And this urchin is certainly something. Look at him, look at my lad. Behold him. That is such a big delay. Man. Alright. That's right. I'm man. This one is behind the one I've already drawn, which is a little bit complicated. But still very good and doable even. Give this one an eye patch, I don't know. Why not? I'm going to change direction with this a tiny little bit. Instead of drawing like these two other ones here, I'm gonna draw another one in the in the foreground. Foreground, midground, and background will be denoted by like background tone, or like, you know, it's sort of a back color, as per usual. Is I think that is very cool. And this one is a very EP boy. There we go. Behold the evening. Good evening. Ah, boy. One, two, three, four, five. There's my little guy. There he is. Been a bit since I've actually drawn one. Boy. There is definitely something magical about this place. This place that I am creating. Let me turn myself back up to see how much of a delay there is now. As soon as I start to speak again. Alright. As soon as I start hearing myself. Joy. It's a joyous day. Kentucky. My heart is also the heart. Alright, there we go. I'm obviously gonna mess with the proportions on everything. Once we actually like get into shit. Gonna make a proper like scale chart type thing for this, I feel. Oh, fucking delay. Dear God. But yeah, no, cause some of this stuff is either bigger than I want it to be or smaller than I want it to be. And so, that's just a thing that's gonna have to come with time, come with tism. Go. Blam. Oh boy. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay. I apologize greatly, everybody. I apologize greatly, because I mean, we have made great progress. Look at that. And look at this. Alright? I'm probably going to end it here today. I know it's a bit shorter. I apologize for that. Incredibly. I'm sorry. But also, there's a thing I have to do, and also I'm just getting tired, and so I figured I might as well go to here and do my ending read. I've been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hi YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. And with that, I will be back on Sunday to do more Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. And then on Monday we'll be back to Multiplayer Monday. I'm hankering to play some Buckshot Roulette, but of course, sort of whatever. So that being said, it has been a great time. I love doing this. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.